it's my first video on the channel. Thank you guys for joining me on this journey. But simply what I'm going to do for my first video is to just talk about my testimony, and basically and I'll just show you guys a little bit of the background here. It's actually kind of nice today. It's like 32 degrees and chilly. It's not too bad for a day of riding if you're prepared. But anyway, like, a testimony is kind of a personal evidence for unbelievers, because number one, like, sometimes you can't simply go off the facts sometimes, but sometimes it's good to have a testimony, because either like a physical testimony, like a handout, or like a verbal testimony you share with people, because they're more likely to understand if it actually happened to you than if you just simply, said it. Not discounting the fact that if you don't, but also, like, it's still good. And number two, it's also like a very good resource, because it's basically a story, and that's the whole essence of a testimony, is a story of how you came to Christ. So without that, let's go and get into my testimony. So whenever I grew up, I was growing up in the church. It was a Baptist church. It wasn't necessarily the greatest congregation. It wasn't a huge church. It wasn't very traditional, like the hymns, "Oh Come Thou Fount," "Amazing Grace," stuff like that. So it was very, very relaxed, very laid back. It wasn't as like, I'm just going to show you guys this beautiful scenery really quick. But anyway, as I was saying, like, it's very laid back, lots of hymns and just a variety of different things. But I realized, like, I wasn't really seeking out God. I wasn't seeking out anything from Him necessarily. So whenever I started kind of leaving it a little bit in middle school, sorry, this is really bumpy. So whenever I started kind of leaving it a little bit in middle school, like, I wasn't searching for God, I was not really listening to the Bible anymore, or God. I was basically doing things on my own. After that, I realized that there was a lot of impurity in my life, and that there's a lot of things that were simply just really bad going on. It's really chilly outside. But simply put it this way, there were some family issues that came up in the 8th grade for me, and then going into high school, that left me with a lot of baggage, and I didn't really know what to do with that. So for me, I started searching for God again in high school. I was a junior at the time. I decided that I would attend another Baptist church. I think it was called, I forget the name of it, I think it was like Zion or something. It was like an hour away, or 20 minutes away from where I lived originally, in Rushville, Indiana, which is like an hour southeast of Indianapolis, where I'm riding at right now. And I was doing that, and I decided initially that I should give it a try once again. So I go, and it's really nice. They had more modern worship songs, which I wasn't really well known with at the time, because for me, like I said, I grew up in traditional hymns and stuff, so it wasn't necessarily like it was bad, but like, it was just different for me, and it was kind of a good different, honestly. And after that, I joined the track team. I was a JV athlete. I never really could do anything with varsity. I was a 800 meter mid-distance runner in high school. I did that for a year. I got like 6th place in my last race, and that was kind of my biggest victory. But after that, I realized that I'm still searching for God. I didn't know what to do, so I came to IUPUI in 2017. I was actively searching. I was wanting something more than just, sorry, this wind is really bad. So I was simply searching out, wanting God more. But so that's where I met my campus ministry, the Rock at IUPUI, which I'm still a part of now, and such an amazing group, brothers and sisters I've associated myself with. And basically, brothers and sisters means, like kind of like a family, but it's in a church sense. So like your church family, like you're not related by blood, but you definitely have like that, that family bond, that God offers to all of his children. But after I was doing that, I don't know if you guys hear that, but those are some beautiful birds. Oh. But I'm just gonna turn around here. Oh, it's kind of crazy. But anyway, I was just thinking about that and realizing that, like I want to join this ministry. So I did join the Rock at IUPUI, started in August of 2017, and then after that, because I wasn't saved, these group of Mormon missionaries approached me about joining a Bible study with them. And I wasn't reluctant to say yes, because like I said, I wasn't searching for God, I wasn't seeking out that stuff. But I joined their Bible study thinking it was good, like they taught the Bible, they had this Book of Mormon, which I really wasn't worried about at first, but then I realized there was a lot of falsehood in it. And I went to their church, I realized it was just not a good service, there wasn't anything going on, there was no like faith in that for me. So after that, I decided to simply quit that study, and then 2 weeks later, I accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior on September 23rd of 2017. And well, I guess that's my Gimbal's way of saying that it's almost done here. But yeah, that's basically my testimony, and that's it for this video. I love you guys, and I'll definitely catch you in the next video.